Tracy.
And I'm Andy.
And it is time for week 3 of our Bachelorette recap.
I can't wait. Wait, but before we start.
He looks great without makeup. Please welcome Corey.
Yay!
Week 3, Corey.
He also
welcome.
looks great with makeup.
That's right.
I enjoyed this episode.
This was a good episode. A lot of drama.
Lots of
A lot of
action.
romance.
Fun dates.
Comedy.
We got to see a little
nipple
more character.
clamps.
Oh, that was too much for me.
Let's get right into it.
Can I do this? I can do this on the
just
internet,
did.
right?
We start off with a group date, and it is the parenting birth date with Jason Biggs and Jenny Mullen. So they do all the kind of the pregnancy things. The guys put on the bellies. They want to experience what breastfeeding's like, so they put
Well, who doesn't?
clamps on their nipples. In a few months, I'll be doing that.
My turn. I know, you're gonna...
I'll let you guys know how it is.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Should we do a recap from the delivery room?
That would be
Oh, that
great.
would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Lots of this.
That would be amazing.
Please welcome the newest Bachelorette.
Exactly.
What an intro.
So then they go into like this labor pains simulator,
Right.
which was actually fun because we did something similar
Yeah,
in our
momsplaining.
Ellen Tube
Momsplaining.
series, Momsplaining.
But I don't think we had those sound effects.
No, the sound effects,
Yeah.
though, I really enjoyed.
I'll tell you what though, it leads to some very entertaining facial expressions.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, for sure. And how did everyone feel about the newest
was laying
Bachelor
like this.
contestant, Tyler's armpit?
Oh, God.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's like, just
Full
get comfortable.
Armpit.
But
Agreed.
John Paul Jones definitely gave us our best labor simulator
Oh, he sure
reaction.
did. He had like full convulsions.
And I mean,
But
he
I
was
was
just
like-
like, ah! Okay, so they finish that up, and then they go to the cocktail party. We have a moment with Mike. He said that this reminded him of part of his past with his ex, that he had gotten pregnant, and he basically opens up that his girlfriend at the time had a miscarriage in the second trimester.
And while
which
you're
was
talking,
just
I'm going to
so-
come in and say, I need her for
Right,
5
so it
minutes.
was
I
just
just need 5 minutes.
This
Yeah.
serious topic, and he was so sweet about it, and she was like,
I love
clearly
him.
so
It was a
touched.
moment. They were totally
I loved
having
him
a moment.
before. I love him after.
I know. Now, do you
He's
think-
super
now, do you
nice.
think Cam interrupting really happened as often as they made it look?
100%.
And let's not forget, Cam interrupted the date last week. Like, he showed up out of the blue. So
You can just
he's
tell,
totally an
though.
interrupter.
He should be ABA,
I mean-
which is always be annoying.
He is ABA. Good call, Corey.
Oh, that was so smooth. And Mike ends up getting the rose, which was so great.
Fitting.
So glad.
They
And he
connected.
deserved
We
it,
love
and
Mike.
It was
We love
sweet.
Mike.
We love Mike. We get ready for our one-on-one date with Connor S. And then he gets this letter that basically says that Hannah's sick, but to still get ready and that he's coming to her hotel room to see her.
Do you think the other guys are jealous or
I would be.
or happy that his date's kind of
Happy.
but
They're
see,
like, he's getting thrown a curveball. His time won't be his real time.
but I
Yeah.
think people who are happy about that are not thinking about it in the right way, because this is a more realistic date than a helicopter ride like in
Agreed.
real life.
But my question is, how delicious do we think that chicken noodle soup was?
Boy, did that look good.
delicious.
I mean, it looked good to me
With
with
my
the-
house.
It looked like a
Yeah.
Gelson's
Gelson soup.
It felt like they had like a little handy cam in the supermarket
Yeah. Mhm.
because there was not
cleared location. There was no
there's not
agreement
a
signed
3-camera
for that.
shoot.
They were like, this, yeah.
We're
this
just
is-
gonna run and gun, get
just
in,
gonna go.
get the soup,
bar.
get
I
out.
have my iPhone right
Don't
here.
do clam chowder. That's
and-
not going to travel well.
Exactly,
Yeah,
just get
we'll
out.
blur your face. Okay, goodbye.
Yep.
So that he gets in bed with her and he tells his kind of like little like sweet emotional story about
Yeah.
his mom when they went skiing and she had a stroke and it was like this really emotional thing. So they kiss
This
in
part of
bed
it.
and
Yeah,
then
oh,
he's
for sure.
and then he's leaving, and as he's leaving, he goes and he leaves a note and then he leaves sweet little
Yeah, I love that.
sticky notes.
But
now,
it was
I
also
don't care
really
if it was
funny 'cause
produced.
I know.
I loved it.
I know
so
it was
much.
great, but it was also funny. She's like, he left all these notes everywhere, and she's standing
She's
here.
like-
There's one right here, and
Then
one right
one
over
here.
here.
She's like,
One
where
here.
are
She
they?
lifts
How
up the
can I
cushion,
find
they're not
them?
there, but
Big
they're on the
yellow,
door.
bright yellow notes.
Well,
But anyway,
it was very sweet.
it was sweet. It was like, you look beautiful with no makeup. You have beautiful eyes.
He got
Yeah.
his moment.
Yeah.
So then we think his date's done. He goes back, tells the guys about what happened, and
Yeah.
then suddenly someone knocks at the door.
Who's that guy?
We've never
yeah,
seen this man
this guy before.
She
But
wants you to
he's
get
like-
dressed. You have 15 minutes.
Yeah, and he goes and he meets her, and before they do anything, she gives him the rose.
Yeah.
And then they go into a private concert, and I was waiting for it to be a band we have never heard of, and then it was Lucas Graham.
Yeah, which is a really big deal for The Bachelor.
Okay, so then we get this really weird moment where we just subtly brush over the fact that Tyler G has left the show.
Also,
Oh, I know.
I didn't even catch that. I was
Yeah.
reading the
forgot who
notes
he
and I was
was.
like,
This is my
wait,
wrong.
who?
I
Tyler
forgot
G.
who he
I had to
was.
look him back up and I was like,
Yeah.
that guy?
Well, he had the first one-on-one, and he's the guy that looks like Tim Tebow. So then we go to our second group date, which was this photo shoot. They take these like photos with all the different animals, and then Hannah comes in and takes photos with them too.
Yeah.
And during that, Peter
the
Pilot,
Pilot.
Yeah.
aka my pick,
Yeah.
and your pick, he has a cute moment with Hannah
Yeah.
where they like kiss, but the kiss set Luke P off. So he gets super
Yes.
jealous, and then we go to the cocktail party where his like unraveling continues. And before anything happens,
Hey, can I
is this
find
where
that?
Hannah pulls Luke and is basically like, dude, you
Yeah.
need to chill out. You're too much.
She's like, I need to meet these other
You're kind
people."
of flaunting our relationship and our
Yeah.
connection.
But take the cue. Like,
Oh,
she
for sure.
she wasn't hinting at it. She said it
was-
outright.
well,
Like,
she went
you're
right
too
at it.
Which I
much.
love Hannah for.
You're a little extra, as the kids say.
Yeah.
And she finally was just like, Luke, I will talk to you after I talk to everybody. And Luke had been waiting forever.
Oh, this was
and
awesome.
he
And he
just in and goes into Peter and
I
has
loved it.
that really good moment
It
with
was
Peter.
so good, especially because Peter looks like a baby, so it just
Yeah.
feels like it's this little boy getting
the
bullied by
David
this big.
Goliath.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
then- but
Wait,
then
David
he-
was the
Little
little guy.
Goliath was the big guy.
And so Peter, we find out that they have a lot in common. His mom was Miss Illinois, she was Miss Alabama, but more than that, they kiss and
Oh, and then he hoists her up.
and against the wall.
I know.
Then he gets the roast. So then, fast forward, we go. Chris Harrison says we're not having a cocktail party.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're having a tailgate party.
Go Bama!
Which that they've done before, and there's always
Yeah.
drama, but it's an excuse for everyone to take their shirts
Yeah.
off.
After Chris Harrison says this, Cam interrupts the guys and he's like, "Hey guys,
He drives me crazy.
before we start, I have got something really serious and important. Like,
Oh my God.
it could send me home."
But that story!
Drives me nuts.
But then Mike comes in and basically tells Hannah that
Pity
Cam
rose.
told her that to get a pity rose. Now, we never saw we never saw Cam say that.
When Pity Rose came back to Cam, he never really
Denied it. You're right.
He wasn't emphatic in
So
his,
it
that never happened, I never said that.
It probably happened, just not on camera.
We go to the rose ceremony and we sadly, not
Yeah.
really, say goodbye to Jonathan.
Who was nice.
who was nice, but we knew he wasn't going for it.
Obviously. Joey, who I don't remember you at all.
I don't remember it at all, but he
Hey.
seemed nice too.
And then we don't know if it's going to be Cam or if it's going to be one of the other guys. And then they finally got rid
I
of
was
him.
so happy.
I
Just
was
because there's
so-
already enough
One of
villain
these.
in Luke P that I don't need more Cam of annoying everyone.
Well, we
like
said
Luke
last week
P's
there
going
were
to
two
continue to be
villains.
drama.
But
You know he's a
anyway,
golfer.
bye-bye Cam.
Yeah.
ABC, more like
Always been.
Yeah.
always being cut.
Oh,
So-
that's a good one.
I teed you
So-
up, though, kind of.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
All
right.
So then we get this tease. The tease gives us a lot more Jed and Hannah, which
Yeah.
looks like their relationship is just like blossoming with the
man.
basketball.
We like Jed.
Cute, and we really like him. And then also
But-
this tease, there was obviously more Luke P drama. Can't wait for that to unfold. I really loved it.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
really
it. And she's
excited.
doing a great job.
Yeah.
A big thanks to y'all for watching.
Don't forget to tune in next week for our recap. I have to do this part of the thing
Oh, and comment below to tell us what you think.
now. Bye.
What else is ABC?
Always be cooking.
Always
be commenting below.
challenging.
Oh, nice. Always be
So
commenting.
Tell us what you think.
And then we'll always read them, ART, art.